Hey, hi everyone. Hope you're having an awesome December. So listen, Twitter is dead, right? So Elon Musk recently took the helm of Twitter. Let me turn this down. And yeah, so what's going on? Is Twitter dead? Why did he buy a quote unquote dying platform? Elon Musk, what I'm referring to. So a couple of things I wanted to highlight, and I'm going to share my screen and show you why I wanted to talk about this today. And while I do that, I'll just give you a little bit about me. I'm a branding and visibility strategist, communications expert, and I work mostly with female entrepreneurs who want to stand out, be seen, share their message with the world, and attract their desired audience. And this is the post that I saw today that I wanted to share. So it says, this is coming from Elon Musk, Twitter is rolling out view count, so you can see how many times a tweet has been seen. This is normal for video. Shows how much more alive Twitter is than it may seem, as over 90% of Twitter users read but don't tweet, reply, or like, as those are public actions. So Elon is trying to show here that Twitter is relevant, that more and more people are using Twitter and are active on Twitter, whether or not they're necessarily tweeting or replying or liking any content. And I think it goes back to, let me actually just show you some stats here on Twitter. This is from Data Reportal, and it says that as of early 2022, July, it says marketers could reach 486 million users on Twitter. Twitter had a total of 238 million monetizable daily active users around the world in July 2022. And these advertising audience figures suggest that 7.8% of all people aged 13 and above around the world use Twitter today. And there was a stat, I think, earlier here that said, okay, placing it, advertisers could reach 486 million users on Twitter in July 2022, placing it 14th in our ranking, the ranking of this platform, of the world's most active social media platforms. So if I recall, Elon came on board around this time, so it'd be interesting to see what happens. And this says here, this page was updated the 15th of August. So it'd be interesting to see how it progresses, what happens if it progresses, and how things progress over the next few months. So is Twitter dead? Elon bought this platform. It reaches 500 million people, or at least 500 million active users. And Twitter is still the main place where people come for official information, because right now, surely, of course, there are Facebook pages that show information and obviously news outlets and things like that. But if you want an official response from someone, I go to Twitter. Many people go to Twitter. It's like the unofficial press release from many brands, many businesses, government officials, politicians. People are tweeting, right? So even though the general decline has been happening, the trend over the last decade, it's still relevant. It still has relevancy in that, even in live events like the Oscars, people are, live tweeting. They're still doing that. Versus in other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, of course, people are posting about it, but it's harder to follow a thread. It's so much easier to follow a thread on Twitter than on other platforms. The only other exception to that is like a Reddit, which does have threads, of course, but Twitter still shows you the trending topics. Like here, it says what's happening. You see things on the side here. These are the trending topics. So is Twitter dead? Is Twitter going to die? A lot of people had, of course, with Elon taking the helm, there's controversy on, if that's it, like he nailed the coffin in Twitter. And it'd just be interesting to see what happens over the next few months if he's able to turn it around. But this one thing I'm seeing from this is that, I think he's right by saying talking about view count. Maybe if people see how useful people are using Twitter, it would be good to see what the view count is of the two, what the impressions are. Right now, we don't really have that data except on your own information. So it would be interesting to see what happens with this. And let me know your thoughts. Are you on Twitter? Do you use Twitter? Do you like Twitter? Do you want to get rid of Twitter? And let's see what happens. I'm a little, one thing, they have their new spaces that started around the time of Clubhouse as a competitor to social audio apps. And Spaces is it's still pretty used. And, it's kind of disappointing that they bought some other platforms that have since died, like Vine. I actually loved Vine. That was one of the ones I loved to use, and some other platforms that have since are not really used. So it would be interesting to see if Spaces continues to grow and if it's useful. And what do you think? Do you think Twitter is relevant? Do you think that that's it? Like there are some other app or some other platform is taking over, is surpassing Twitter as the source of information, official information from sources. One other thing, I thought I was going to say something and I totally forgot what it was going to be. All right. So yes. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, if you learned something, I'd appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up. And if you want to stay up to speed on the latest trends in branding, communications, strategies for growing your business or for growing your brand and your presence, follow, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification for more updates and notifications. All right, everyone, talk to you soon. Bye for now.